Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Director. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. There's so much to get through this week. We've got Mercury in retrograde. We've got Scorpio season now really rolling. And I kind of feel like it's about really finding that where do we need to change in our life? It's all about that depth and that transformation, and it's in the first house of you. And so happy birthday to you, Scorpio. And we just had that new moon, which is about what do you need to release to provide the fertile ground so that you can plant your seeds of intention. So this is a lot to go into. So skipping the overall energy because I feel like the overall energy is really Mercury retrograding with that new moon in Scorpio. What do you want to create? What do you need to reconsider, review, renew? Where are you going? And so I am going to use the Mercury retrograde book that I have from Yasmin Boland to cover a couple of points of 5 things you can do. It's her list of 5 things you can do. I do want to remind you that because it is your first house of you, your reputation is part of what people are going to be kind of highlighted and what's going to be seen, and kind of an area of transformation that's going to be happening in this process. Plus Scorpio rules the 8th house, and the 8th house is about other people's money and death and transformation, endings and new beginnings, the death and the rebirth process. So anything that you share joint finances with, should it be a business partner, a marital partner, family disputing, oh, I just heard family disputing a will. Okay, wow. That's unfortunate if that's your story. So anything that's going on with that, other people's money and how it affects you in the transformation of what can you release to let go of? Is it an attitude? Is it if the family's fighting over something and you both want the same thing, who can let go in order to create what you really want, which is harmony? Money is just energy. So in the ability to release energy, then you get more back in. If you're hanging on to the energy, there's no room for any more to come in. So if it's a situation where it brings more peace and the harmony in the family to let something go, sometimes it's best to release it and let it go so you can allow the good stuff to flow back into you. Okay, things are just things. So 5 things you can do. It says take extra time when making decisions. Mercury in retrograde creates static, right? It's like that long distance phone call that you'll hear on the radio sometimes with that reporter that's over in some remote part of the world, and you get a few words in and then it cuts out, and then you get some and it's mumbled, garbled, whatever, right? And so there's that whole bit of that energy that so paying attention to what you're saying, paying attention to what other people are saying, and then stopping and thinking, wait, did I get all the information I need? Asking for clarification when you need it, but asking without judgment. Don't be mad about it because everybody's human. We're all dealing with this, right? And so for you, it's going to be pretty pronounced. Expect delays, delays in travel, delays in things changing and shifting. It is part of the process. So having patience and taking things in a slow, methodical way, double checking everything this month for Scorpio will be really important, because the last time I was in retrograde, it was in Cancer, and my Mercury's in Cancer, my Sun, my Venus, like everything just about, my North Node. And so, whoa, that was so rough. So hang in there. Hang in there. It's just a few weeks, right? November 20th, it goes direct. Okay. So this is an opportunity to reevaluate your image and make changes that you think are necessary. So reevaluating your, okay. But don't go get a haircut. Just saying. A haircut maybe, but not like a new style. Wait until it goes direct to decide if that's really what you want to do. Make a list of what you want to accomplish and start taking the planning steps toward it. Some action steps might not be delays and everything, right? But planning it out. Don't sign any contracts, please. Don't buy any major appliances. No big purchases will really affect you more than most other signs. Slow down, think first before you speak. Revamp your business cards, websites, and anything that you present to the world. So if it's a project that you already have ongoing, of course you can keep working on it. So it's a good time to kind of get in and, look things over and decide what it is, what kind of changes you want to make. That's not such a bad thing. So, you can do that. So this energy And this energy this month for you, it's like the leaves that fall, right, onto the ground, and then over the course of the winter, they break down and they provide the fertile nutrients into the soil to grow new things in the spring, right? So that's kind of that energy for you right now. And so taking full advantage of it. So your new moon, it happened 27th or the 28th, so Saturday night or Sunday, depending on what part of the world you're in. It was a really great opportunity for the next couple of days, really anytime, but the next couple of days the energies are really strong, to go ahead and sit down and write out what it is you want. What do you want to transform in your life? What is the big ask? And there's a gift that comes with this energy this year that we don't usually get. And so what is the big ask? Because Pluto is in conjunction with Saturn over in Capricorn, and that is in your third house of communication. Interesting. But it's in conjunction with Saturn, which is all about limits. And so after we get through the eclipse season, which we have that new moon, Mercury. We have that new moon happening, new moon eclipse on January 11th in Capricorn, and then Saturn starts moving away from Pluto. So right now it's about how do you transform, what is the death and the rebirth process about the limits that you've been up against? Where have you felt like, I have hit the wall and I'm stuck here? Well, right now is the opportunity to really look at that and say, what can I tear apart, take this apart, break this down, because after January 11th, Saturn starts moving away from Neptune, and that opens up space now for new growth and opportunity before you hit the limit. So right now is the time to plant those seeds of intention. It will take 6 to 18 months. After 6 months, you should be able to see like a milestone, but after 18 months, you should be to the part where you're like, oh, okay, that cycle is concluding, next cycle, right? This feels big, though. It feels powerful. We're getting ready to move into a new decade. There's a lot of things happening. So what is the big ask? And I'm hearing, go ahead and ask for, okay, I have this energy of what your Christmas, remember when you were a little kid and you made the big, long Christmas wish list, right? I don't know about you guys. We used to get the Sears magazine catalog in, and we'd sit there and we'd pour over for hours and dog-ear the pages, and we would write it up, our big list. You know, we had the big ask, you know, and we didn't get everything on the list. But in the end, we were asked to focus on the couple of things that we really wanted, and so I would do that. And I remember there was one gift in particular I really, really wanted, and I didn't get it, and I was so disappointed, but the next Christmas I got it. So it might take a while. What's the big ask? What do you really, really want? Okay? All right, so let's get into the energy for this week, and then I will timestamp for the destiny reading in case people are just jumping ahead to that. That's okay too, but I found in the other readings that they seem to all kind of work together, so you might want to stick around. Oh, okay, what? So make a wish. Make a wish. It says, this is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. And we have music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desires while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So, all right. So, and it's so cool. All right. So, you can put on some happy music while you're writing up your wish list. You know, if there's a song that seems to relate to what it is, then sing that. Music raises your vibrational energy level. So when you raise your vibrational energy level, you raise the vibration of the energy that you're going to attract to you. So play music that lifts your spirit. Play music that lifts your spirit, because this new moon, we have this balance, this sword of truth, and this balancing of the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the giving and the receiving, the taking action, and the getting having things come to you, flowing to you. And so that becomes important. This is your opportunity to create a new beginning, right? But what do you want to receive? And Dark Moon Lilith rules this particular new moon, and so it's about also taking your own action. You have to be independent. Yes, you co-create with Spirit, but Spirit's going to do their part, no doubt about it. What's your part? Well, part of your part is deciding what the heck it is you want. Write it down. Write it down, and write down your gratitude list, and don't be afraid to burn that and turn that over to Spirit. Like when I would hand in my list to my mother, you know, this is you handing your list into the divine source, saying this is what I want. When you burn it and turn it over to Spirit that way, making your list and realizing that there is so much more on the other side of that keyhole. You are where you are, but do you want to step into the dawn of the new day? Do you want to step into the dawn of the new day? What is it that you want? Now, this part of the situation here, there's a lot of isolation, and it's the drawing within. It's deliberately isolating, not feeling isolated, but saying, wow, I just need to shut everybody out. I want to close in, and I want to concentrate on what it is I want, where I want to go, what I want to do, what are my next steps. This new moon, what did I write last week? Take firm steps to survive courageously against all odds. So drawing your strength in and being ready to do battle against all odds to get what you want. So make the big ask, make the big wish. What do you really, really want? And I think you'll be out in the world navigating, and nobody will really know what's going on, Scorpio, especially you. You're really good at having that inner world that nobody else sees. Take advantage of that to really, find that space and that quiet place inside of yourself to make your determinations, to decide what it is you want to write your wish list. Oh, such great energy. On Tuesday night, the moon is going to move into Sagittarius. So basically Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday night through Wednesday night. Really a great time to be very productive and wrap some stuff up. And there's this acceptance of the situation that you're in. This is also acceptance of help from other people. And this is moving toward that growth that you want to create. What do you want to do? And there's going to be a real drive, a real impulse. You're going to be kind of fired up with that Sagittarius energy. Like, I'm shooting my arrow in that direction because that's what I want. And so you're going to have that feeling, and it can be very productive. But heads up, on Thursday, the moon goes retrograde at 11:41 a.m. And so try to be ready and have your wish list out there before then. Starting new projects is kind of complicated during Mercury in retrograde. However, planning is okay. So be planning. You have whole again. The dragon of rebirth. This is balancing the yin and the yang. This is finding the lost parts of you, making the wish, finding the lost parts. And what have you lost? What have you given away, compromised, sacrificed? Because you thought it was expected of you. Because you thought you thought it was what you wanted, but it turned out to not be what you wanted, and it's been slowly eating away at pieces of you. Oftentimes in relationships, I've had this happen to me. Oftentimes in relationships, you want a relationship to work so much that you give away your sense of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. You give away pieces of you. This is your opportunity to reclaim this, to become whole, to balance your life out. This is divine feminine energy. And so I really feel like it's an awakening of the divine within the masculines that's happening right now. And the masculine does not necessarily mean you're a male, right? You can be a female and be in your divine masculine energy. So it's that balancing. It's the, yes, I need to take action, but yes, I need to be open to receiving. Receiving from the universe, receiving from others, being willing to accept and receive in order to grow. Baby steps and planning and reception. And play some good, happy music. Play something that lifts your spirits. It doesn't really matter what the song is. I feel like it just needs to be uplifting so that you're raising your energy level, so that you are manifesting on a higher vibrational energy. Okay, wow. All right, so Thursday night at 10:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S., the moon's going to move into Capricorn. This is energy of that slow and steady and cautiousness, that progression. You're investing in yourself because it is about self-love and it is about receiving nourishment from yourself, from your higher self, from the universe. And so investing in yourself, understanding that whatever the big ask is, the big wish is. Remember, it took me a year and a half, literally, from the time I asked for what I wanted to when I got it, because we always had to make our Christmas list up in like September. That's really how it worked in my family. And so it could take you a year and a half to get to where it is you want to go. That's okay. So it's that slow, steady progress, step by step, making the careful things, but doing something. Patience is the key, inaction is your enemy. And so we have Sorceress of Light. Sorceress of Light. I'm going to go into the book to read what this says. It's a 40, which is a 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. And that is about creating stability. And it's going to take this overcoming obstacles. It's going to take being patient. It's going to take these small, short steps forward to get there. It says, ask for healing, mentoring, or assistance to support you now. This support will help you feel stronger and more empowered, so to deal with any challenge and be reassured that your spirit can handle it. There is a spiritual protection for you now as you follow the guidance to explore conscious movement and creative self-expression. This can stir up old energies, releasing it from you and allowing vital presence to take hold within you. You are going through an initiation in which you will need to reassert your happiness and joy anytime it slips into the darkness of doubt. So, when you start finding yourself feeling low, feeling full of doubt, feeling like, I don't know if I can do this, or this seems really hard, I want you to turn on some happy music and just get into the energy of the music. Walk away from, you can do anything you want. You can manifest whatever you want. You will manifest it. This is such creative, potent creative energy for you. Scorpio, you've been doing so much hard work this year. Don't drop the ball now by self-doubt, okay? So when you stay in the higher vibrational energies, you manifest higher vibrational opportunities. Don't allow yourself to sink into the darkness, and it is going to be tugging on you, and it is going to be pulling on you because it is this time of year, and we've got Scorpio, we've got Pluto smacking up into Saturn over there, and it's a struggle. I'm not going to lie. Take it slow, take it easy, and when you start to feel low, turn on the music, okay? Turn on the music. It says you are watched over by loved ones. Okay, so if you have had loved ones that have passed on, now's a really good time to ask them to help you and guide you also. And then on Sunday, I just saw I wrote this. I totally missed this on some of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, and the good news is you get to sleep an extra hour on Saturday. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about that. Okay, so adaptability is the key when that moon is in Aquarius on Sunday. What do you need to move, to change, to adapt, to think outside of the box, be an outside of the box thinker so that you can follow your bliss and come into your power? And you have here, I step into my power boldly and confidently, and my soul sings with joy. Oh my gosh. Music is going to be so important to you manifesting what you want. Finding that happy music, finding that joy, allowing yourself to really get there by keeping your vibrational energy high is going to be such a key to your success over the next several months, it feels like. This doesn't feel short-term at all. And this new moon in Scorpio, it is coming into opposition with Uranus, which rules Aquarius, over there in Taurus, almost exact. Sometime this week it's exact. And so, holy cow, Uranus likes to blow things up, think outside of the box, create chaos in that very grounded, earthly, down to, I'm going to do it this way, Taurus, right? So Taurus is like, I made up my mind and I'm going this way and you aren't going to set me off my course. And Uranus is coming in and it's going to just create chaos, right? It's creating chaos in the realm of finances, and it's creating in the realm of the food sources. This is globally, right? And so it might be happening in your personal world, but it's definitely happening on the global scale. And so while this is going on, you know, all those, that destruction, that destructive energy that happens when when everything blows up, right? It's like the leaves falling out of the trees. And nurturing and releasing the nutrients into the soil to create and grow something new. So it's a very potent manifesting time for you. You can really get something if you want. Okay, so I am looking for a card for your next key step here in this process. Wow. So much. Okay, it's this one. Ooh, appreciation. Appreciation is knowing or understanding the value of an experience, and it is often expressed with feelings of gratitude. In this step, it is specifically means to honor an experience with open arms and a healed heart. Oftentimes, once appreciation is experienced, forgiveness follows. So, if you are in that situation where you need to break free, because with Pluto right up there next to Saturn, and the energy I've been watching you guys with, I feel like you're like really in this I'm up against it energy. If you can look at the situation with you're in and say, wow, I really learned so much about me, about what I want, about what I can do, what I can't, you know, if you can look at everything in life is a lesson. We learn what works and what doesn't. So, what did you learn? When you take a situation and you say, what did I learn? You step out of the role of a victim. You step out of the role of being imprisoned. Oh, I folded those in. You step out of all of that and you move into the energy of, I can do something with this. Now you're empowering. That's how you come into your power. When you look at a situation and you go, yeah, you know what? I learned something from that, and I'm going to take this forward with me, and I'm going to use it to help me with the next situation. And then it's not like you've wasted your time, right? You were learning a very big soul lesson. Scorpio's been learning very big soul lessons, that's for sure. So, you know, where that goes from here. So, now we're moving on to the destiny part of the reading. I need to timestamp that so I don't forget. Oh, Mercury retrograde is such a challenge. Oh, so you get 2 for overall energy. That's interesting. I don't usually get 2 there ever. Okay. Your situation was a karmic contract. And if you want to bring balance into it, you have to put your energy into it. You have the magician in the mirror coming with this. This is the alchemist. This is you have the power to create. You have the power to change all of this. This is you taking charge of your life. You deciding what is karmic justice, what is balance. Karma. So, karmic cycles. Used to be that karma would happen at take centuries, lifetimes to balance out. And a lot of people are in these really difficult situations right now because this lifetime we were balancing a lot of karma from several lifetimes. And so moving forward, the karmic balance will happen much quicker. Like, so for an example, global warming, it took centuries, well, definitely the industrial, so at least a century, to get to the part where we have so much greenhouse gases to, through the industrial age, through clear cutting of forest, through the lumbering, just mismanagement of resources, right? And moving forward, everything we do will have an immediate response. Like, this took a century for us to recognize that these practices got us to here, but now it's going to be like what you do is going to happen almost immediately. You're going to know right away. So, all right, I am going to go off camera for a second, because if I don't plug it in, we're not going to get through this reading. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about hostilities. Really? Libra had that. If Libra is significant in your chart, then you are dealing with similar energies, it looks like. And so keep that in mind, that this becomes even more important. The thing is that you have it in the reverse, and that's good. This is the I'm done fighting. I'm putting down my sword, and I'm trying to find a way through the situation that is not so hostile. So you're either moving out of a hostile environment, or you're putting down you're done fighting, which is not a bad thing. So in the recent past, what's on your mind is trying to figure out finances. Finances have been on your mind. Things of value have been on your mind. When I see a man holding a coin, that's the energy of creation, right? Of trying to create finances. How can I secure my finances? It was in the reverse. I'm not really reading reversal so much, but when it's in the reverse, that means that, you were trying to figure out, like, it almost feels like you were worried about money. If I do this, how will it affect my finances? I don't want to lose what I've gained, but sometimes, it's just energy. And when you release something, then more can come to you. So never feel like you are so worried about money, right? But look at this. On your mind is the door to abundance. So, the door to value, actually, I should say. And so what is actually important to you? Okay, so money is important only because of what money provides, not because money is in itself important. It's energy. But money brings in a sense of security, the ability to travel if that's what you like to do, the ability to provide education or whatever. What is it, the value that it has in your life? What does it mean? Does it mean that, you can put a roof over your head and food on the table? Money has different values to different people, but it's just energy. And it's just, if you are hoarding it, then you can't, then I think that you're missing the importance of what it really is. And so being able to manifest is so strong right now, the ability to create. And so if you are thinking about how to create money, you can do that. I just don't want you to feel trapped by money. It's a tool. It's not the end game, right? Money is only a tool. What we're really here to do is grow in self-love so that we can love others, so that we can raise our vibration, so we can return, how was it? Love, there's really nothing more important than love. Love is source light. You're walking away. All right, so there is a situation where right now you've been trying to decide, and I feel like finances are definitely tied up in it, but what do you really value? And this looks like maybe you figured out money isn't everything. Sometimes, when you lay down when you're done with the hostilities, you realize you can create whatever you want. There's a contract that needs to be reviewed. That contract could be business. That contract could be personal. That contract could be a marriage. That contract could be karmic. So, in the recent past, you've been feeling very out of balance. Very, very out of balance. Like trying to figure out, what can I do to create balance? What brings balance into my life? Look at this. In the future. So, this was in the reverse, but it's carrying connection, and it's not a negative card in the reverse. It just means there's a delay in the process. And that's okay. Because if you are leaving a situation, you need to allow time for personal healing and growth before you can be in a new situation, right? And so walking away from a situation that's not working so that you can heal and allow yourself to grow. Okay, I just heard that growing, personal growth, if the relationship you're in has been stunting your personal growth, that's part of the issue here. Was this the one where keeping small was in here? Or was that another reading I did? Okay. Don't allow somebody to keep you small. Okay. So, the obstacle has been overcoming your sense of... this relationship, either business, because you can totally work for somebody that makes you feel like crap. Okay? Been there, done that. It could be personal. Because it's in your first house, it's really hard for me to tell, and we have enough money showing up here, but we also have this romantic thing showing up here. And so I feel like if you're in some kind of a relationship that has caused you to doubt your sense of self-worth, this is door to value, and second, sacral chakra is all about self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. That's the second house issues. It's ruled by Taurus. This feels like very Taurus kind of energy, as in what is actually of value. It's not just finances. And that's a really hard lesson that Tauruses always have to learn in life. That's part of the lesson, is that, yes, I can manifest anything I want. What do I want to manifest? And they are your opposite across the zodiac. And so there's always that kind of polarization that need to work this out for Scorpio too, is like, what is really of value for you, and how do you create the value in your life? How do you create the balance of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth? A lot of times with Scorpio, it's their self-esteem. Like, they're afraid people won't accept them for who they are if they don't project this really I'm under control energy, which sometimes leads to that putting up a false front, a mask, because you're afraid at the core of you that maybe people won't think you're good enough. But it's not that people don't think you're good enough. I think the lesson for Scorpio is always to learn to understand the transformation happens when you realize you are enough just by being you. And I think this whole year has been about that for you. And so here you go. Ask Saint Michael, the Archangel, to come in and cut the cords of negative energy, the karmic ties, to break those contracts that don't serve you. Ask Saint Michael to come. He can't do it unless you ask. This is all about free will. So you can lay down your sword when you ask Saint Michael to pick up his. Wow. That's cool. That wasn't me. Oh, and look, the outcome is the angel of love. Angel of self-love. Yes, it could be angel of a romantic love too, but unless you love yourself, you can't get to that relationship. Always starts with loving yourself. Always starts with forgiving yourself for being human. All right, so wow. So your destiny cards are really a lot about this journey that you've been on this year. Very powerful stuff. Really nice. All right, so I pulled some cards for your overall health. And we have caffeine free. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hate to throw that at you. And easy does it. This is about nurturing yourself, resting when you need to rest. Don't be pushing too hard. Allow that there's going to be delays and that it's going to take some time. Patience is the key, remember? And so caffeine free is really hard to do. Start with caffeine reduced. It's just ugh. I'm in the process of reducing the caffeine in my life, and it's not easy, and so I'm sorry. Oh, hey, guess what? In the matters of abundance, what can you do to bring abundance into your life? And guess what? It says ask for your needs to be met. It's that make a wish. It's that don't forget to play music for manifestation. Also, ask for your needs to be met to cut the cords of negative energy. Ask for what you want. This is your big ask time. Don't throw it away. Utilize it to the fullest advantage. It is there for you. And so your two powers to really step into is that creative energy, that Scorpio creative energy of death and rebirth that says, I create my vision. Ask for what you want and then start taking some steps toward it. And you have the administrator, which is Saturn energy, by the way. It says, I walk with a foot in both the earthly and the spiritual worlds. This is also that creating what you want. Like, I am orchestrating it. I am controlling it. I am this energy right here of I've got fire in the water and the alchemist of what do you want to create? You have the power right now to create whatever you want. Ask for what you want. Ask for the help and the assistance, but it's co-creation. You have to do your part. You can't simply, just ask for it. And so you're going to have to also take steps in that direction. And then the Spirit says, they're serious. They're ready. Let's open the doors. Okay, that one. Ooh, two. All right. They're serious. They're ready. Let's open the doors. Let's get them to where they want to go. We've got this. I'm not surprised that you're getting a lot out of this because these are the path of the soul cards. And they're fractal art, so they're very interesting to look at, but, they have meanings, and so we'll get into it. So this one's a 23. I'll have to look up what they say, but what do you see? It's a 5. 5s are about struggle and change. So change is not easy. It's not. But you can't get there without it. Oh, this is beautiful. This is about growing in spirit, but it's also a 5. It's 41. Change is not easy. We have 12. This is 3. This is in communion with someone. This is group. This is working together. I feel like with spirit, but we'll have to see what it says. We have 33, very spiritual number. It's a 6. This is soul work, deep soul work. This is 17. This is 4. This is stability. I'm sorry, that's 8. That's eternity. Wow. Okay. And we have a 9. You're nearing the end, but look how beautiful this is. And, oh, this one's the crown. It's another 3. And this one right here, it's 2 3s. So lots of 3 energy here. We're going to take a quick jaunt through the book while you look at those, and I will point to the ones that I'm reading as I go. So we're going to start with, we're just going to do them numerically because it's faster that way. So we're starting with 12. "12 is called fertile. That's that energy of the Empress. This is the opportunity to grow things. This is the whole Scorpio death and rebirth thing. Okay, this is the card of creation and fertility, although it can signify the possibility of pregnancy. Oh, and hey, by the way, Scorpio, if you want to get pregnant, this looks like a really good month for it. So if you don't want to get pregnant, it's a really good month for it. Watch out for that too, okay? It usually appears, I've seen that in a lot of readings that I've done. So hang in there. Be careful for that. It is creative energy for you. So what do you want to create? It usually appears as an encouragement to begin taking action. It usually appears as an encouragement to begin taking action. Now is the time to start the groundwork for your deepest inner desires, dreams, ideas, or plans. All the conditions are right for setting things in motion to bring things from the world of thought into form. Okay, well, we could probably stop right there. It's all I've been saying. We'll go on. We'll go on because I always like to see what else Spirit has to say. Treasures. This one is treasures. So this was the fertility. This is treasures. What was once hidden from view can now be seen. Layers within you, lying within you are many inner treasures and gifts. This is your time of discovery. You have a special and unique skill that you have hidden like pearls in the shell. It is happening now. Stay grounded and clear. The spiral in the card shows the universal energies are working with you to help uncover what lies within. Understand, however, that once fully uncovered, you will be asked to use these gifts in service to others and to the planet. That's that spiritual growth. That's beautiful. 23. Magical. Ooh, right here, magical. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen, like your Christmas list. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to a childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch as life transforms from the ordinary into the mystical adventures of the unexpected. And the really cool thing about that is if you are looking for the magic in every day, it raises your vibration, right? And then you attract in that higher vibrational energies to you. So raise your vibration by being excited and looking for the joy and the happiness. And if you're struggling, remember to turn on the music and dance a little. Okay, so number 30 is the goddess. It's the goddess. This is the energy of the goddess. That's that 3. That's that empress. That's that creative energy. Wow, you really guys could really get pregnant here. I'm just saying. Okay, her yellow crown denotes self-empowerment, and the red denotes a strong embrace of her feminine sexual energy. If you are a female, the goddess is here to remind you that your sexuality is an important part of being in a female body, and it is just as important as all the other aspects that make you you. And if you're a male, or identify as a male, there is a strong feminine energy around you. Begin to study and understand the feminine energy as it plays an important role in balancing your masculine energy. And right now, this energy of awakening is all about the divine masculine, tapping into the divine feminine within them to find and create that balance, right? It is about embracing the softer side of who you are. So finding the ability to do that. That's why the divine masculines are waking up right now. All right, and so what do we have? 33. Kuan Yin, another really feminine energy, double 3s, right? Kuan Yin is is about compassion, and in the card she represents compassion and kindness towards oneself. Stop being hard on yourself. Watch your mind and the words and the judgments that you have about yourself. Forgive yourself for being human. Love yourself, the shadow and the light, right? Love yourself, the shadow and the light. You can't have the light without the shadow. So it's all part of the growth. It's all part of the experience. It's all part of learning what you need to learn in this life. That's what you came here to do. So love the bad, negative feeling experiences that you have. Don't judge yourself for them. Just go, wow, what did I learn? What did I learn? It's all about growth, right? Okay, so watch your mind and words and judgments that you have about yourself. You are much kinder and more forgiving of others than you are of yourself. It can take many lifetimes to fully embody this lesson of compassion, and you are almost there. This is one of your biggest openings in the heart center that one can experience. Ooh, heart center opening. Heart center opening. I want to put this here so I remember to talk to you about that. Okay, so 36. Revealed. Do you know how beautiful you truly are? It is time to stop hiding from the world. The universe is calling you. Oh, Scorpio, this is so wonderful. You have so much to offer, to give. This card is a reminder for you to see who and what you truly are. You are part of the one. You are beautiful and perfect in every way. When you hide yourself, you are withholding not only your energy, but your love. Love for yourself and love for others. Embrace yourself and all of your quirks. We all have them. Let yourself be free. Let yourself shine. And let me just tell you, it is your quirks that make you beautiful, right? I mean, have you ever been in a subdivision where all the houses look the same? I mean, don't you want something that looks a little unique, a little splash of color, a little different? That's what people are drawn to. So embrace all of you. And then we have this, the path of the soul. This is the complete opening of the heart center. Oh, again with the heart center, your will and the divine will are merging. This is the next step in the journey to ascension, operating fully from a place of love. Trust each and every step you are guided to take. If you do not understand it in this moment, that's okay. There may be times that you feel overwhelmed with all you've been given, and you are in full flow with intuition, guidance, and creative ideas, tasks, and understanding. You may be experiencing a mixed emotions, physical occurrences, but this is a natural part of the process. And by physical occurrences, they're basically saying you might be tired, okay? You could be exhausted, so when you need to sleep, sleep. Stay hydrated. When you reduce the caffeine in your life, that's probably why that card showed up. When you do that, then you are more you can increase your hydration level, which is really important through this ascension process, this opening of the heart center. Okay, so opening of the heart center. I learned this from my Reiki teacher, Nancy. I will put her stuff below. It's really great. She can do it online. You can do it from anywhere, and super affordable. So if you thought about getting Reiki done, give her a shout. I will put her details below. All right, so what Nancy told me was imagine that your chakras, but in this case we're talking about the heart, is a flower. And so you can pick a rose. I like to visualize it as a lotus. Doesn't matter. So imagine it close and then imagine it starts spinning, right? And then imagine it opening as it spins. And try to get it all the way open and allow it to spin. And so because it's the heart, imagine it being flooded with the pink and green healing light of the heart chakra. You'll notice the two heart chakra cards. Well, we have this one. This is pink. The fertility is the green. St. Raphael is all about the heart chakra. And that one is, whew. Okay, hang in there with me. That one is so pink and green light. I can feel you guys. Some of you are trying this. That's excellent. Okay, so imagine it spinning, and this pink and this green light is coming in, and it's opening and it's healing it. This is self-love. This is healing of heart situations. You've asked St. Michael to come and cut the negative karma cords, and so imagine that if it looks dark to you, imagine that the black light is escaping from it because the cords are cut, and it's just pink and it's green and it's glowing, and allow that. And so you could do this every night before you go to bed. And then before you get done, allow it to slow down a little and close up, not all the way, but to protect the light that you've infused into it to help it to grow, to start opening. This is something you can visualize easily and do for yourself every night before you go to bed. This takes a couple minutes, but it's a conscious step. And again, this is about you taking conscious steps toward what it is that you want. Okay, so this is the card that I pulled over to say I want to remember to talk to you about, and you have recovery. So this is about you recovering and healing that part of you. All right, because there was so much goddess creative energy with this new moon in Scorpio, I wanted to use the goddess cards to give us a final message, and you have Freya, be bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. And you have Maeve, cycles and rhythm. Honor the cycles of your body, your energy levels, and your emotions. So yes, allow yourself the downtime when you need it. Allow yourself to pull into yourself when you do, to allow the healing. Don't be afraid to rest. But see, it is that balance of action and rest. Action and recovery. You're going to have to do both to find that balance to move things forward. It has got to be both, right? The alchemist. There's a lot of, it's really this diametric pulling of energies right now, but it's so important to get to where you're going to go. These are long readings. Thanks for hanging in with me, Scorpio. We'll chat soon. Be sure to leave me a comment and hit that thumbs up, and have a great month. It looks amazing. Okay? You take care.